ואנחנו שווים לאורחנו ההיספני שבא מאמריקה, חוליאן קסטרו. הוא ראש עיריית סן אנטוניו, טקסס, והוא אדם צעיר. הוא בן 36 שנים, וכבר הגיע לראשות העיר השביעית בגודלה בארצות הברית. קסטרו הוא איש המפלגה הדמוקרטית ומסומן כמנהיג לעתיד ברמה הארצית בארצות הברית. כן, הוא אומר לי, יעקב אחימאיר, אני מכוון גבוה, להיספנים יהיה מה לומר בבחירות הבאות.
It's shaping up to be very important to the outcome, and there are two reasons for that at least. The first is that traditionally the Hispanic community has voted at a lower level than just about any other community. It votes underneath the level, for instance, of the African American community. That has been changing over the last couple of election cycles, so the number of Hispanics voting has been going up at a faster rate than in other communities. And then secondly, Hispanics can make a difference in what folks have called purple states, states that are neither solidly Republican nor solidly Democratic, states like Arizona, like Nevada, like Ohio, where the number of Hispanics is not a large percentage of the overall population, but is the fastest growing, and at the margins can make a real difference in a very competitive election in that state. So in order to prevail next year, President Obama is going to need to make a strong appeal to the Hispanic community.
Would you say, Mr. Mayor, that the re-election of President Obama depends upon the Hispanic community, the Hispanic vote in America today?
Well, I'm always shy about saying that any one factor is the driving factor behind victory or defeat, but I do believe that it is up there in terms of one of the most important priorities. In 2008, President Obama garnered 67% of the Hispanic vote, and the Hispanic vote is going to be an even larger percentage of the overall vote this time, so he has to keep that number fairly high in order to prevail.
Do you feel, Mr. Mayor, that in this sense America is losing its cultural cohesiveness?
Some folks, especially after the new census numbers came out, for some folks it was a real eye-opener. They didn't think that the number of Hispanics in the country would be so high. But San Antonio is a very good example of why Americans should see this as a positive thing and not necessarily a negative one. San Antonio is the 7th largest city now. It's one of the fastest growing big cities, 1.3 million people, and it's 63% Hispanic. I think what you see is that this new wave of immigration to the United States from the Hispanic community, and Hispanics who have been there for generations, are really a net positive to the nation. The same values, the same aspirations for that American dream, and San Antonio is a good example of the positive side of what can be.
And Spanish has become the second language in America?
I think in a de facto way. Of course, English is the language that is the common language that everyone speaks. But you do see, for instance, in many of the biggest television markets, sometimes the evening newscasts or the evening television programs on the Spanish language station will have higher ratings than on the English language stations. Even so, I think in places like San Antonio and just about every other big city, folks have been able to come from different cultures and backgrounds and blend very well, work together, live together in harmony.
I believe that you are 37 years old.
36.
36, sorry. What are your political aspirations? I know that at a meeting at the White House, President Obama was amazed when he saw it and when he saw you, and somebody made a remark, yes, this is the mayor of San Antonio.
Here, a few words.
Just briefly, Julian Castro.
I thought he was on our staff.
I think I'm the youngest one here.
I thought he was an intern. This guy's a mayor?
San Antonio, Texas.
I'm messing with you. I know who you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know that I still look younger than I am. I keep thinking that
I mean it as a compliment, sir.
Oh, yes. Well, I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I've been in this job for 2 years. So together, I think I'm going to get the gray hair soon that I need. But no, they're in Texas. We have a very active, of course, political environment. But as mayor, I've been in the job for 2 years, and I have up to 6 more years if the voters will have me. I have to run every 2 years. And I will be there until 2017. And when I thought about going into politics, what I really thought about was being the mayor of the city of San Antonio. I was born there. I grew up there. I love the city. And so I will be around for the duration. And as that time gets closer, 2017, when I could no longer serve, I'll look around and see what's possible, like most people in public office do, and see what might be the next step. But I'm not dead set on it. I can easily imagine a life as a lawyer or in some other fashion that I do think could be fulfilling.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
the Mayor of San Antonio, Julian Castro.
Thank you.
Thank you for being in our studio. Thank you.
Thank you.